Hey everybody, I got a request from YT Fan Cool that she wanted to check out my book. She asked me a few questions and she wanted to know what the book was all about. So I've actually got quite a few pages here bookmarked. Overall, I really like the book, but there are some things that I don't like about the book. For starters, certain herbs, like it's hard to find rose hips. It's hard to find unique stuff. You have to usually order it from specialty shops. So she does use quite a bit of kitchen witchery. She does use a lot of herbs like sage, rosemary, pepper, like all the stuff that you'd find in your cabinets. But there's other components too that you would have to kind of specially order, say like to go to Azure Green or to any other occult store that's online. So other than that, it's a fairly decent book. I've got a couple of things bookmarked in here. And I told her that I was going to be reading some of the information out of this for her. So, I'm going to start off here with scents. And I'm actually going to read some of the stuff here. And if the lighting is bad, I'm really sorry, because we just got done having a nasty thunderstorm. And it's pretty dark outside, and I don't have a lot of bright lights in the house. So this one here talks about scents and using colors in scents. And so we have basil for protection, study, concentration, memory, examinations and strength. Bergamot orange is to relieve depression and negativity. Black peppers for opening, stimulation, and penetrating. Cardamom for clarity and passion. And I'm not going to read all of these. I'm just going to skip through some of these here. Ginger for self-acceptance and courage. Frankincense, the god of the sun, for purifying and protection. For rituals with emotional healing and courage and insecurity. Peppermint for strength, study, and mental stimulation. Rosemary for clarity, steady, mental alertness, and indecisiveness. And sandalwood, the god, the moon, self-courage, self-confidence, and preservation. And over here on this side is actually birth signs that actually correspond to zodiac colors, which is basically be your power colors. And so for Aries, March 21st to April the 20th is red, scarlet, the scent is cedar, frankincense, and musk. Taurus, April 21st to May 21st is green and orange. For the scent is patchouli, rose, and the color is violet. Gemini, May 22nd to June 21st. The color is yellow and orange. The scent is almond, lavender, and sandalwood. Cancer, July the 22nd through June 22nd. Colors are amber and blue. Jasmine, rose, and sandalwood. Leo, August 22nd, July 23rd. Gold, orange, frankincense, musk, and sandalwood. Virgo, August 23rd to September the 22nd is yellow and green. The scents are fennel, lavender, and patchouli. Libra, 23 September, 23 October, green, pink, and the scents are rose, thyme, and violet. Scorpio, 24th of October, 23rd November, blue and green and red. Scents are clove, pine, and rosemary. Sagittarius, November 24th through December 21st, blue and violet. The scents are clove, cedarwood, and nutmeg. Capricorn, December 22nd through January the 20th, blue and indigo. Violet, cypress, frankincense, and lavender. Aquarius, January 21st, February 19th, violet rainbow. Fennel, frankincense and pine. And the last one is Pisces, which would be February the 20th through 20th of March, which would be crimson, white, eucalyptus, jasmine, and nutmeg. So, for me, that's actually something on a need to know if you're going to be doing candle magic. So if you're doing candle magic and you don't know your primary colors for the person that you're working with, that's actually a really good reference. And I found that I've cross-checked a lot of this with stuff on the internet, and it actually, a lot of this still actually matches. So that's actually really good. Now, next little bit is she's got all 8 holidays in here. There's Day of the Dead, or Samhain, and so there's tons of information here. Let's say there's stuff in here on food. So, what to drink with your food. There is a Harvest Moonshine recipe. So I can hold that still so you guys can see that. So, what else can I share? There's Yule, and some of the stuff that goes along with Yule. There's Embolic. So she's got all the holidays and stuff in here. Now the next little bit of information, so I've got everything bookmarked here. She's got this right here, so you can actually make cakes and bread and whatever you want to make for, you know, to honor your gods and goddesses. And there's actually information in here about bread. There's actually there's a simple milk bread recipe right there. And there's a wheat bread recipe. Sadly to say, there's nothing in here that's gluten-free. That's kind of one things that I wish she would have put in here, is because a lot of the people that are dealing with gluten allergies, I really wish she would have actually put a couple of gluten-free recipes in here. So, that right there says Bear a Birth. I guess it's their version. Like, she is from the UK, and you're going to find that some of the recipes say more say ounces and milliliters, so you will have to do some conversions with this book. So, and we've got soups. So she actually gives you some decent recipes. The kind of a little bit of a background story on the soups, a little bit of history, and she's actually got a couple of simple soup recipes in here that if you want to use them. There's sweet corn chowder. There's a chili soup. There's a French onion. And there's a chilled cucumber soup. And back in the back, she's got teas and brews. So this would actually fall under the health aspect of you're not being able to sleep because you've got insomnia, or you've got menstrual cramps. So this would actually be some teas and stuff that you can use for yourself. And over on the opposite page here, she talks about elderberries, elderflowers, lavender, mango, mint. So elderberries served with cheese. Elderflowers, also known, or add ice cream, add 2 ice creams or milky pudding. Lavender goes with all kinds of meat, especially good with potatoes and seafood. Mango, with or without coriander and chilies. Mint, a frequent addition to lambs and gratin cheeses and pâtés and spreads. Rosemary, great taste with lamb or apples or roasted potatoes. Rowan berries, and yes, I did not know this, but apparently rowan berries are not toxic. You can actually eat rowan berries. I actually have a rowan berry tree outside my front yard that's the mother died, and the mother decided to send a new shoot up, and actually it turned into another tree. It's an exact duplicate of the mother, which is absolutely amazing. But there's actually rowan berries go with all meals and strong cheese. You can actually find recipes online for rowan berry jam. Saffron, thyme, really good with pork and chicken dishes. So, I think I had one more spot bookmark back here. So there is the recipes for the teas. And let's see. Digestive tea. 2 teaspoons of chamomile flowers, 1 teaspoon peppermint leaves, and lightly bruised fennel seeds. And you pour those into a pot and let them steep for a few minutes, and you strain them out and you drink it. You can sweeten it with a little bit of honey. This one here is a healing tea. 1 teaspoon of rosemary, 1 teaspoon of rose hips, half a teaspoon of sage, and a half a teaspoon of thyme. Now, something I do want to share with everybody about honey. For those of you that do not know, there are 2 types of honey. There is pasteurized honey and there's unpasteurized honey. Pasteurized honey means that it's heated to a certain temperature to kill all the bacteria in it, which means that all the natural properties of that tea are destroyed. So basically, you've got nothing more than liquid sugar. Unpasteurized honey actually has all the natural antibiotics and all the healing properties that the bees leave in the honey when they're producing the honey. That it causes it to be antibacterial in a sense. So if you've got a rash or a burn, then the unpasteurized honey is going to be a great tool for healing to keep in your medicine cabinet. But if you add it to boiling tea, then you're basically pasteurizing your unpasteurized honey. So you need to put your honey in a tea that's actually been cooled off to roughly about 90, 95 or even lower, 80 degrees. So that way you're not killing the unpasteurized health benefits in the tea, so that way you're not going to destroy the properties of it. So just something I wanted to share with everybody. What else do we got here? We've got sleep tea, which is rose petals, valerian root, valerian leaves, and lavender flowers. We got there is a winter tea for circulation for cinnamon, nutmeg, 4 cloves, and crushed cardamom. So overall, it's a really, really good book. There's tons of awesome information in here. If you have any other questions and you want to know more about the book, just holler at me, leave a comment, and I would be happy to answer any questions you have. So thanks for watching. Lots of love and blessings. Happy sewing. Take care. Blessed be. Bye.